I had a slightly amusing morning as I received a video call from my grandmom. She's 85 years old and fit as a fiddle. Time, age, nor the distance deters her from calling me all the way back from India. So, as I received the video call, for the first time, I could see her whole face. You see, before today, whenever I have tried video calling with her, I have had glimpses of unfocused parts of her face, and the rest of the frame used to be the ceiling of a house. Trust me, I have seen the ceiling of a house for a long time. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to the ceiling. The problem my grandmom faces while using her smartphone is that this is not an ideal phone for her. The font is too small. There are too many apps that she doesn't know what to do with. And what fits this situation is the fact that she was even unaware that there was a front-facing camera. Now let me take you through a story. Once, there was an old woman, all alone, after her son's untimely death and her husband's sad demise. She managed the whole house by herself, and she had no complaints. Her relatives often asked her to move in with them, but she paid no heed to these requests. You see, she wanted to stay in the house she built with her husband. She was fit as a rock until one day she fell in the washroom. She was there for 3 hours, unable to get up. Her house help rang the doorbell. Worried when no one answered, she immediately alerted the neighbors and they broke down the door. They took her to the nearest hospital and provided her with proper medical care. She's okay now. The woman in this story is my aunt. Now let me take you through a different scenario. There was an old man living happily with his son, his wife, his daughter-in-law, and his 2 beautiful grandchildren. One day, his son went out with his family for a party, and the old man stayed back with his wife. His wife was visiting one of her friends nearby. He was keeping up with his daily routines, cleaning any mess he could see. So he went up to the kids' room and tripped over one of the toys lying on the floor. He lost his balance and he fell down, unable to get up. In both these scenarios, the seniors have undergone the same situation. They have undergone a fall and both are unable to get up. But there's a slight difference in the second scenario. The old man had an emergency watch. This emergency watch immediately detected the fall and automatically notified the concerned agents. These agents then sent for an ambulance. The medics arrived at the old man's house, and he was attended to by these medics at home, and then he was taken to the hospital and provided with proper medical care within 1 hour. The reason I walked you through these 2 scenarios is because the rate at which technology is advancing, there are seniors who can keep up with these technologies, but there are those who cannot. They find it challenging and often intimidating. During this time frame, life expectancy is also anticipated to have a positive trend. And it is largely attributed by technology. The World Population Prospect states that the number of seniors are expected to be more than double, rising from 962 million in 2017 to 2.1 billion in 2050. Now, I'm sure you all will agree if I say compassion does not only stop at face. The current technological advancements have multiple ways in assisting the elderlies of our society. There are smartphones that are senior-centric, that help these elderlies re-establish their connections with their families, their friends, or even at a point in the world. There are wearables like Fitbits or smartwatches for their fitness as well as their wellness. And these medical alert systems that help these elderlies be secure and independent in their life. Designers are coming together to help these elderlies have a more senior-centric product or service through different methods like co-designing, participatory research, where they take these opinions of these seniors at the utmost importance. As I mentioned earlier, smartphones with smaller texts, clustered apps, are not really an ideal phone for some seniors. And therefore, designers have come up with a senior-centric model with larger texts, bolder texts, louder tunes, and apps that are only required as per their daily routines. There are companies that are working towards making a tablet application that simplifies the interface to minimal options, giving these seniors a hands-on instrument to connect with you and you to them. The manner in which designers are using the factor of empathy from a senior's point of view is worth noting. These seniors are the foundation of our community. Being compassionate towards them makes it our responsibility. With this evolution in technology and inclusive attention, these seniors do not have to rely on others for their well-being. Thank you.